Hello, happy Wednesday. It's mediocre Wednesday. It's not really happy. It's normal. It is, what is it? 8:15, August 5th. Continuing. Maybe well, maybe not today. Maybe this week though, wrapping up this game. Um so we've got all the easy endings out of the way. So we got the convoluted ones left, I suppose. Hello, what is this? What is this? Oh, did we start over? Oops. Wait. Get out of here. Hello? No, I'm not saving. Is this correct? Let me reload that save. Is that correct? August 3rd. Okay. Oh. So we are restarting. We'll see.
Ow!
Okay, no, this is the same. This is the same as... Okay, so yeah. If you guys don't mind, I will skip through the stuff that is the same, because,
What?
I've been through this, obviously.
Ouch! God damn it! A bed? That
I
really
haven't
hurt.
played this before. Like, I always do the 8... What is it? Do I do ADV? I do this one, usually.
Damn, my eyes. No, wait.
There's no
An earth.
descriptors doing this, though. Okay. We'll get out of this room. We'll get out of this room.
Where am I?
When will it let me select
Wait,
chapter?
it's. What's that sound?
What's that noise?
That's.
I like the novel version better. I like having context. I don't...
5. What's this?
Okay. I'll just keep it on this, and that's the same. It's the same.
What's this?
Is there a skip button?
Hey! Open the door!
So yeah, I guess a recap of last time, if Junpei would be quiet.
Huh? What the hell is.
Yeah, recap. I got the axe ending last time, which is where Clover comes and kills us, and I assume, presumably, she goes and kills everyone else.
A watch? It doesn't look 5. That's the same as the.
Which, yeah, I guess that dashes my theories of Snake being alive and Ace, you know? It could, though. I don't know. I'm still suspicious of Ace. I think Clover and Ace both had a hand in it, but
What?
we'll see what the true ending is and who's locked inside
Maybe
the coffin. It's probably Zero locked inside the
nothing.
coffin. How fun would that be?
What the hell?
Da, da, da.
Where and why? Why? What the hell happened to me? Ah. Huh. This is.
I thought the
Hold on.
game said you could skip. Oop, nope.
I can only.
What does stop do? Skip. Oh,
Huh?
that auto skips. I'm
What the-
kidding. I don't want auto skip.
What? What the hell? God damn it!
Oh, nope. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's see. I
Hey,
should be
come
able to
on.
remember what we did here.
I need to.
I have to redo this puzzle too. No. I assume I can go here. I don't see what I'm missing with this key, though. I guess we'll see.
I thought we were finished with that.
But then what should we do?
What should we do? What should we do?
Oh my god, enough! Oh, talking
there a
won't solve
secret?
anything. It can't help us find our way out of here. You're really sure you want to just sit around? We've only got 7.5 hours.
Okay, this is the same. Is there a secret
right.
dialogue option I can
Very
pick?
well then.
Sure not.
Well, thanks.
Correct.
But who's going?
Oh yeah, all 8 of
Then it would.
If
Wait,
I can't select
I'm
this, then
Come
I'll
on.
go
Call me
to a
if
different
I'm-
chapter and maybe work backwards,
Sorry.
Oh,
Hey man, if you think, what the hell?
if that's allowed.
Yeah, doesn't mean.
oh.
Fine. I
Yes,
can't go.
yes.
I'll go.
There's only
What?
2
Don't
doors,
worry,
though.
maybe
How do you?
because I.
That's if you're.
What am I?
There's nothing. If I choose 7, and if you
7, the digital.
Oh, the 4 of.
Wait.
She's
what about
so
the-
happy here.
Lotus and outbreak 832.
Ah, oops.
That means there's no. Wait. Oh, something's off. 8 plus 3.
Oh, it's
the
called me
digital
stupid.
root-
Oops. Okay.
It's 4. Add up our 4 breaks.
Then we can go.
Yeah.
So the team assignments will be 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. Lotus, Santa. Are these really the teams beyond door 5 is? I never want to see. Of course, if
There's
I
only,
could
yeah, there's
read you,
only these 2 options, I think.
Should I stay or should I stop?
All right then. It seems I'm going.
Where?
The doors.
Which door?
Oops. Oops, I didn't do that. That's still only 2 options. I have no idea what that means. Let's try unlocking all of these, like... So red route is locked, but I think we can clear white route if we just, like, go over here, maybe. Oh my god. What is this? I assume... It's very nice of them. We could select anything. So what we're gonna do... I feel like I could get a guide for this, honestly, but... Okay, yeah, this is the same. Of course, of course. Okay, I feel like it's just an issue of I didn't talk to everyone in my first playthrough. So if I, like, interact with them correctly, I can unlock stuff. Right? Yep, this is the same. Let's click on that again. We're just, like, mashing anything we could mash. Nothing special about the wooden partition. Of course, there's something here. There's a slit. Of course there is. Yep, we got the knife. Never mind, we can't do the knife. Okay, okay. Yep. Same stuff. Da-da-da. John, let's just smash John. Nope, that's it for John. That's it for that. That's it for that. Okay. Okay, Gabe. Nothing there. Alright, let's just pick these scissors up. Of course. Anything else here? Nope. Okay. Let's collect this stuff. Oh, no. Oh, right. We have to find the things. Okay. Alright. Nothing. Thanks for that. That's new. That's new. Jim Perry, flexible like an octopus or something? Yes, I am. If you got to know me better, you'd know that. Okay. pick the torso up. That's the chest, of course. Anything here? Nope. Anything here? Okay. I wish it told me which part of the story I'm missing. Or which part of the puzzle room I'm missing stuff for. Okay. Is that it for this room? Let's, I guess, combine stuff. Not combine stuff, let's use the forceps real quick. Of course. A lung. Okay, we know this stuff. We know this stuff. Yep. Click it again just in case. Alright. Combine. Okay. No new dialogue. I suppose let's go this way. Oh, great. I don't think we go in there yet. We go this way. Is this the door we came from? Yes. Alright. I feel like, honestly, I got everything in this room. I wish I could tell, though. Alright. Oh, I have to redo this puzzle, too. What? Okay. Okay, nothing else. Blue liquid. Alien blood, of course. Alright. Let me see. If I zoom in, it doesn't like... No, it doesn't really tell me which parts I'm missing from. Just gives me 2 keys. Well, we're gonna need that anyway for our little passcode. Thank you for the hint. I realized that. Iron powder. Feh, of course. Anything up here? Ammonia. Alcohol, yep. We know you're an alcoholic. Okay, I'll figure out that puzzle in a sec. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I think that's everything we can click on in here. Let's... And salt butter. What was that? CO2, that's also 3. And ammonia was, what was it? NH3, right? So that's 4. I forget what ethanol was. Okay, thank you. 9. So what is it? 349? I don't remember. Of course, passcode. Thank you. Can I not pick it up? Thank you. Right, that's all we can say. Little heart. That's all we can say. Okay.
You think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that.
Okay. Unless there's
Hey,
a
so-
dialogue option
Oh.
we select here.
Is-
I hope
is-
not.
I got curious about
Ethylene diamine.
Yeah, that's right.
What kind of...
It's
Why would they...
well,
Ethylene what?
fucking.
You remember...
Yeah. Well, happened about there was this. They were making Bud.
I know the story, dude. I
You're
know the story.
something
Thank
water
you, thank
must
you.
look- The factory had to just dump it, but it didn't. After that, they didn't make it. But now, in fact, ever since even in ED, after it happened, it was like,
Like the molecule transmitting it this phenomenon?
yeah, that's. But
I heard another story.
when?
In the freezer.
I'm smart.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
smart.
did you-
That's why I know.
Ice that doesn't melt it.
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold up.
Do you?
Is this new? I don't remember selecting this.
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice.
Suddenly, Seven's eyes shut open. I guess I'll read this. This seems new enough. I don't remember this.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Huh?
Alice!
Okay, this is new. This is new stuff. This is new stuff.
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Huh?
It became clear to Seven that Junpei had no idea what he was talking about. He ran his hand across his face and took a deep breath.
You know
Scary.
how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yes.
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
No.
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right?
Why do you remember this?
It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors.
Why are we Titanic nerds? What is this?
The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled.
Is this the coffin we saw at the end, actually? What is this?
It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood. No nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made.
They unleashed the curse of Ra. Oh
Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman.
no. She's on the cover of the second game. Who is this?
Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. She didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw, and that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right.
Why would they name an obviously, like, Central Asian, like, whatever, Egyptian-looking person, Alice? What
Everybody
is
thought for
this?
sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually, but weeks passed and nothing happened.
Because Alice in Wonderland,
A month
probably, I
passed,
assume.
and another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Alice.
Yep.
Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. And after a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on
Oh
the
my
ship.
god, she's in the
Now,
coffin.
what the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know
And just what is it you know?
what happened to Alice after she was stolen.
Junpei gulped.
All right, tell me, what happened to Alice?
A big lore dump because we didn't click on Ice 9 because I thought it was stupid the first time around. Wow. 7 nodded slowly and took on the look of a man recalling something long buried.
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic, and he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic, but nobody knows where. He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden.
However, what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
Past the library. We haven't gone into the library.
What the hell is
We have a
that?
key,
Is
though.
it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, we have a key in the future. We don't have one right now, but we got a key somewhere here to the library.
So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Before Junpei could dispute Seven's rather bizarre claim, as Junpei was trying to figure out what on earth he was going to say next, Clover's shrill voice pierced the room.
Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here.
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez.
Seven looked at Junpei.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
I hope the game will make me remember that instead of... I think it will. It's been pretty good about like saving everything I do, regardless of what route I do. With that cryptic remark, he turned and left the room.
Alice. Huh.
Junpei was left behind to ponder what he'd just heard. He tried to remember what June had told him earlier.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to clear it, and followed Seven to the operating room where Clover was waiting. Great. Oh, excellent. Look at that. Nice. I guess we'll continue on with this. We'll finish this room just in case there's a dialogue in this room. I think it'll be in the next area, honestly, though. How do I go back? Maybe not. It's only one. Oh, this just transports me. Okay, yeah, no, there's another dialogue option here. Okay. Let's mix some bottles, huh? I need dialogue in here. I already have this piece of paper, actually. Well, apparently not. Well, apparently it's new. For whatever reason. I forget, you swap everything but, like, something. You don't even have to do math, you could just mash, I'm pretty sure. I did at least last time. Okay, let's click on the sinks just in case there's extra dialogue. Well, let's make some colors, huh? Blue. That didn't work. Hello? Did I have to wait? I might have had to wait. Where's the blue? Oh, I have to click this thing. Right. Of course. Oh wait, instead of doing that, let me just unlock everything at once. Genius. Alright, of course, of course. And then, let's combine these two. Oh, I guess no, we just pour it along with it. There we go, there we go. Color theory at its finest, alright. Let's grab the stomach. The leg. If I can click on it. Is that it? Alright. I think that's it for here. Let's go back. Let's save here again, so we don't have to redo that. Let's get to work, huh? How do I get to work? Oh, do I have to go to this one, probably. I have to do this, probably. Hello? Oh, I have to click on her. Alright. I know where they go. Nothing happened, of course. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you literally move everything but one body part, I'm pretty sure. Let's keep the heart. Oops. I don't remember what you swap. Everything? Oh, nope, you swap everything but the heart, right? I wish it was that easy, huh? Top and bottom surgery, okay. What did John unlock? Is this John? I don't remember. Right. Excellent. Why do I still have the purple bottle? Yep. John is still John. Their hearts stayed the same, you know? Body doesn't matter. That's interesting though. I don't think she said that before. Goodbye, John. Anything else to say, Clover? Anything about this dude? Anything about Lucy? Nope. Gotta wait. Nope. Oh, I'm trusting the game on this. I'm assuming there's nothing else to be said. Huh. Oops. I guess let's leave. Let's save here and then leave, I guess. Hello, Big Sandy. Nice of you to step in instead of gambling. Hope you're having fun in Vegas. I'm having fun backtracking.
Hey, hold on.
What? Junpei stopped, about to put the key into the doorknob.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Oh, I think this is where I can, So, Sandy, just to recap, I don't think you've watched most of this stream, but essentially I finished all of these routes, and I'm missing stuff for the true ending, so I'm backtracking and trying to unlock all the crossed off, like, locked keys. So I'm, like, kind of skipping through the story if I've already been through it, because, new dialogue's unlocked once you unlock these keys, but until then, it's, like, same stuff. But yeah, we've done one so far, so far successful. I think this is another one we can unlock.
Huh?
Junpei turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, god damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Junpei left Seven at the door and headed back to the operating room. He found her standing next to the operating table. She was staring at the mannequin.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here.
She didn't respond. If she hadn't been standing up and breathing, Junpei might have thought she was dead.
What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John?
It wasn't the best joke, but it was something. An attempt to lighten the mood. He's been terrible at jokes all game. Clover didn't laugh, as expected. She stood stock still and said nothing.
Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
Perhaps it was something he'd said, or perhaps it was something else. Suddenly, her mouth opened, and she whispered in a dry, dead voice.
My brother might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
So in the other endings, in this, like, leftmost ending, she gets an axe and she, like, kills me. So I don't know what that implies. Maybe she doesn't want to die next, or she wants to kill it. Oh, I think it was revenge, like, because she assumed everyone killed, like, these people killed her brother, so she, like, killed them, and then I was in her way, so she just killed me too. Not foreshadowing.
What
but,
are you
know,
talking about?
She's been depressed this entire time.
What's wrong with you?
He gave her a small shake, but she still didn't respond. The silence grew heavier. Junpei. Oh! This is new. This is new. I didn't get this before. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I hope this unlocks it. He didn't know why, but suddenly, Junpei remembered something he'd been given earlier.
It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is.
He reached into his pocket and dug it out.
A 4-leaf clover.
Santa had given it to him in the second classroom. He held it out to Clover.
Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Corny, yeah.
That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm.
He pressed the 4-leaf clover into her hand.
Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Clover stared at the 4-leaf clover in her hand. He could see tears start to form at the corners of her eyes.
Thank you.
Her voice was tiny and broken, and as she spoke, she started to cry. She tried to hide her tears by looking at the floor, but it did little good. She wiped away tears with the baggy arms of her jacket, but more quickly took their place. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't stop crying. Her tears made small wet circles on the floor.
Thank you.
She said it again. Then she looked up at Junpei and seemed to choke down the last of her grief. She did her best to smile. Junpei wiped an errant tear from her cheek with his thumb and gave her the best smile he could manage.
Oh, come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Yeah, riz her up, dude. Okay. But still, she didn't move.
Wait, Before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
For a moment, his mind froze. Then he came back to his senses and realized the word meant nothing to him aside from the dictionary definition. Obviously not a lab tech.
What?
Oh. I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the four-leaf clover.
Her and Santa must be connected or something. Uh-oh.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
Clover looked away. The four-leaf clover was still in her hand. She stared at it for a long moment, then finally spoke.
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Clover slipped the four-leaf clover into her pocket. Her eyes still red from crying, she looked up at Junpei.
Okay then, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Oh my goodness, lore dump time. Ooh, alright.
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship.
He was entirely lost. He had 1,000 questions, but it was probably best, he thought, to save them until Clover had finished.
It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Fields that you can't see?
He'd heard something like this before. Clover nodded.
Like, think about this.
John jump scare. She pointed at the operating table. On top of it was a somewhat mismatched medical mannequin whose parts had been swapped with another mannequin.
This is John, right? But
John?
is he really John?
He is. He has the same heart.
Huh?
What, Ship of Theseus is what she's positing.
Isn't this like Locke's socks?
Like what?
Or the Ship of Theseus?
Okay, that's the one I know. Junpei grew even more confused. He'd never heard of either of those things, although they sounded smart.
You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
Keep in mind, he is like the idiot of this entire 8-person squad, you know?
Really?
Junpei shook his head. Clover laughed.
Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks.
Those look like my socks, wow, except the heel's broken in.
One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
You know what? Honestly, I'd keep wearing it. Like, unless it becomes like slides down my whole foot, honestly. You know, might as well not put them to waste. Ooh, out of these two options, I guess I'd patch it up.
Well, I guess I'd patch it up. Get some cloth and close up the hole.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches. Until eventually, the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Yeah, it's the concept.
Well, that's tough.
Junpei crossed his arms.
So, that's the Locke socks thing?
Yeah, the Ship of Theseus is a lot like it. The Ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with?
I think that's very rude, you know, comparing like people to like these objects, you know, in theory, sure. You know, but what makes a person is the soul, as long as they still have that.
And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else?
I guess there's like this thing though, like when people are like, oh, Like the sci-fi concepts of uploading yourself digitally. Like if you slowly keep one by one, like replacing all your like brain matter and stuff into like nano machines. If you do it slowly enough, it probably integrates well. And then I guess at that point, you know, you'll be fully replaced. And I guess that's when that comes into play. But
Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts?
it's the concept. It was an interesting question. Clover could see Junpei was intrigued.
Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
Junpei looked at the operating table again. A mannequin full of body parts from a different body. Clover had been right. It was just like Locke's socks and the ship of Theseus. The part of the body that holds a person identity is the head. Of course, for many hundreds of years, conventional wisdom had held that a man's identity resided in his heart, or any number of internal organs. And here, they had both.
John's head and heart are both his.
I agree.
But apart from those, and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
But the brain and the heart are the most important parts, dude. Was that mannequin really John?
We're just like these mannequins.
She looked at Junpei again.
Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate.
Maybe our brains are full of microplastics now.
If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected, through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
The silence was broken by Seven.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long?
Seven's head appeared in the doorway. He was not happy.
How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
Junpei and Clover looked at each other. Clover looked at Junpei as if to say there was more she wanted to tell him. She didn't answer the stuff from 9 years ago, really, you know, so she shook her head. Whatever she had to tell him, she didn't want to tell him in front of Seven. Seven seemed to catch on.
Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
Clandestine
No,
meeting?
it wasn't. We were just
Just...
having some fun. you know?
playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Moving a little bit too fast to be entirely innocent, Clover headed towards the exit. Seven stared after her, then turned to Junpei with an amused expression.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick.
Junpei dashed past him and traced Clover's path out the door. With a short laugh, Seven followed. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
All right, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, all right?
Fine then.
He slid the key into the keyhole and turned it. He felt it unlock. You did it. You found it. Beyond the door lay a simple white hallway. There was no fanfare or confetti. Obviously, there was no one there to applaud them. They simply walked through the door. That was
All
it.
right, let's get going.
Hey, man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Not really.
All right, man. Let's get going. There you go. Junpei turned away from Seven and took his first steps down the simple white hallway.
My brother might be dead.
All right, we
I'm
unlocked
going to be
everything. Okay, we
Like
do know
hell
that.
I can.
This
Not
is
after
the
hearing
same from
something like
last time.
that.
Okay. Oh, there we go. We found it. We found it. And now we can save it. Oop. All right, where to? We are going to try to unlock this left route. So let's see what's in here that we missed. The chart room. What is the chart room? I don't recall. Or this room. Alright. Some dialogue I missed in here, I bet. Let's just click on everything. Yes, yes, yes. We know this, we know this. Anything else to say? Nope. Alright. We know this, we know this. Okay, that's it. We know this. She's not going to talk to us at this point. I feel like Ace is the one we're going to talk to unlock stuff. Pocket watch, of course. What?
Oh, pocket
Oh
watch.
no, we know this stuff. We know this stuff.
Hey, man.
Oh, I just.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
my God.
is.
That was my fault. What did I say? There is a problem, okay. Oh, this is the one I didn't pick anyway last time, because I didn't want to be rude to Ace. Okay. Ace's eyebrows went up.
You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, all right?
That's a lie. We didn't have to split up the work. I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us.
Ooh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
He looked Junpei over, and glanced at Clover.
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Thanks for getting it, buddy. Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. Junpei let out a sigh and brushed a few drops of sweat from his forehead. He turned and found himself looking straight into Clover's eyes. She'd heard what Ace had said. She regarded Junpei with caution.
What was that about?
She was clearly suspicious, and with good reason.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Junpei's eyes widened, and he held up his hands in a gesture of innocence.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story.
Oh, yeah, the rest of the 9 years ago story.
I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
Clover bit her lip. She stared down at the floor for several long moments, and when she spoke, it was barely audible.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
When else, then? Come on.
I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right?
No, I don't understand.
I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it.
Uh-oh, foreshadowing. Her craziness.
They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So...
Her shoulders were shaking. Drops of blood had sprung up on her lips where she was biting them. She wiped it off and looked up at Junpei, her eyes fierce and angry.
Junpei, who do you think did it?
Her voice was cold and scarcely above a whisper. Junpei gulped.
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake?
There's like so many combos, you know? Like... Because yeah, it could be 3, 4, or 5 people.
Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
She already knows. She already knows it's not 4 people.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
She already knows who did it. Junpei crossed his arms and thought. Snake's bracelet number was 2. Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3. I get a pick, I get a pick. Is this a... Does it matter what I pick? Oh my god, oh my god. There's so many. Personally, Ace has got to be in here. He's so mysterious. Take a sip of water. So I would never do my boy 7 dirty, so we're not blaming him. Santa seems sincere. If there was an option for Ace and Clover, I'd click that, but there isn't. I'm sorry, June baby. Junpei would never say that, but, you know, I would say this. Sure.
Ace and June.
2 + 1 + 6 = 9.
The digital root for Snake, Ace, and June is 9.
Oh.
Nope. They couldn't
Oh,
be
I have
your
to actually
3.
do the math. Come on.
Besides, there's no way in hell June.
June is a
Damn,
murder.
I need to think it over.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Would
Did
it
I
be
click on
Ace and
that?
Santa?
That's
The
6.
digital
I
root-
didn't mean to
no,
click
they
on that.
wouldn't be-
Oops.
Then maybe.
Okay, so. What is it? 2. 310. Has to be 3, right? So. Why is Ace not an option? Come on. I'm not gonna pick 7. It's gonna be 7 because on our route, I'm pretty sure she killed 7 and Santa last time, so it's gotta be this one. But I would like to see if anyone else is possible besides these people. That's 3 + 6 + 2. She's covering for Ace. Like, Ace has got to be it. Come on. That's 3 + 8 + 2. 6, 7, 2. No, I don't want to believe this. No. I don't think it was 7. I'll say this just to appease her.
Would it be Santa and 7?
Yep.
The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7? the
They are
killers?
not. I trust in 7. Oh. Hello, Neraclips. Yes, I'm here. We have unlocked this one. The one on the left side, these 2 keys we did today. And so I'm just working down the route for this side, seeing if I can unlock this side first, because I don't know what to do with the red key right at the beginning, right here. So I assume that's after I do everything, maybe I can unlock this red thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm doing the white stuff first, though.
What's wrong?
Clover looked at Junpei, and he looked back at her. There was no point in hiding it.
Well, I thought about it, and
He told her his conclusions.
That's what I thought.
Mm-mm-mm. She looked less surprised than he'd expected.
Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
Combining like 4 people. Or 3 people. He didn't have an answer. He was ready to admit defeat when Clover spoke.
Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people?
Yes.
I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Clover put her hand out expectantly.
Yeah, here.
Junpei pulled out his pen and pad of paper and handed them to her. She opened the notebook and wrote down several simple addition problems. Eventually, she had 8, which provided a digital root of 3. Alright, thank you. What number am I? I'm 5, so... anything with a 1 in it, I'll trust. There's a lot of 1 options, though. Wow. Anything with a 1 and without a 7, I will look at. 1468. I trust that one.
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course.
Probably.
Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
I don't trust that. I don't
So,
trust that.
what does that leave?
A and E.
Let's say A so we don't involve 7. Alright, these 2.
Wait, it can't be A.
Why not?
Because June's in that one.
Okay.
There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
You don't know her. You haven't been friends with her like since childhood. Come on, she could do something.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah,
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
These are all the people that are somewhat seasoned or...
Everyone
something.
besides me, you, and June would be working together.
No, she's trying to push you guys
Do you
apart.
think that's
No.
likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and Seven are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Because 7 is innocent. I don't know about Ace. I trust 7. Her voice was calm, but Junpei only had to look her in the eyes to know it was a forced calm. There were tears forming at the corners of her eyes, and she was blinking furiously to keep them back. Perhaps by attempting an objective analysis of who might have killed her brother, she'd been able to distance herself from the harsh reality of his death. The more she struggled to act unconcerned, the more Junpei felt his heart tighten.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
No,
That's how it looks.
no.
But why would they do it?
There was a moment of silence.
Their motive.
He laid his hand gently on her shoulder. He was close, so close to the answer. When Ace chose the worst possible moment to return. What's up, guys? He raised a knowing eyebrow and then spoke.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Sure. He turned on his heel and walked back towards the wheelhouse.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Junpei looked over at Clover. He gave her a short nod, hoped that she'd be willing to talk to him again later, and followed Ace.
What did you want to talk about?
Ace looked at Junpei and smiled, perhaps more of a smirk than a smile.
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Oh, wait, does this just hop into the stuff we've already been to? With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
Yeah, the
No, no,
pocket
no,
watch.
stop.
Yeah. He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hands were the pieces of paper Junpei balled up. Oh, right, this one. And hidden in his pocket. Okay, did we unlock it? Not yet, not yet.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei'd lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Right? Did we unlock it? Yeah, okay. Let's save. Okay, I assume this also isn't the true ending, though. Because it's much easier to unlock everything over here. Alright. On to scenario this one. Captain's quarters. Alright, as has been my strategy, I will just mash everything until a dialogue comes up. Anything here? New dialogue, I guess? Nope. Okay, same dialogue. Same dialogue, probably. Yep. Alright. I assume the last one is gonna be the, what is it? When she hides that, then she's like, nothing. I assume that's gonna be one of the dialogues. Yep, the lamp. Suspicious lamp. That has nothing. Alright. No, I don't want to listen to this. Oh, yeah. Replays it. Okay. Unfortunate. Alright. Nothing on the bed. She doesn't want to join us on the bed. Okay. Nothing on the chair. In the desk, there's our little reference sheet. Can I grab it? Yes. Great. That's it. Press some of these buttons. Yep. Sneaky 0.
Huh.
Let's see if he says anything new here and it gives us any dialogue. Okay. Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each, spelling out
Z-E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us.
Yep. As we established.
What do you think?
He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she'd responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Will it give me dialogue
There's
options
no
here?
way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah. Right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero.
Did he say this last time? I don't remember him being this sarcastic.
Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
An idiot such as myself and Junpei? Yes.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work, which makes me wonder.
Oh, he didn't ask why they did it. Okay. Maybe Clover's offended because she did this and she's like, excuse me, you think this is too amateur?
I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be, just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me.
Junpei bent down next to the corpse.
All right, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
Because you're suspicious. Junpei sat back on his haunches and thought.
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Is he gonna snatch the Zero bracelet? Ooh.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets?
Yeah, this is new. This is new. Clover didn't move.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it.
Junpei had no choice but to move the body on his own.
Here we go.
He grabbed hold of an area not completely covered in blood and shoved. It took a moment, but eventually Junpei felt the man's bulk begin to shift. But just as it did,
Huh?
something fell. The man's left wrist.
Hey, it's the...
The bracelet with the zero on the face.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets.
He just imagined Zero talking every single time.
1. You escape from this ship 2.
Yep.
Or, in other words, once the bracelet is taken.
Oh god.
Junpei stared at the bracelet.
This man... He's dead, isn't he?
He can't come to terms with any of these things. Come on.
Huh?
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Alright, buddy.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Speaking of heart rate slowing down, we learned about Alice earlier, like the Egyptian coffin lady. Her heart rate's probably close to 0 if she's frozen. So maybe like if you freeze someone, you could take off their bracelet. Fun. Without killing him.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know? I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know? Dying from a bomb going off inside of you? I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin.
You don't have to say that in front of her, dude.
I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something.
Come on, dude. Learn some, like, situational awareness.
There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And,
Suddenly, Junpei realized what he was saying. How could he have been so cruel? He clapped his hands over his mouth. But it was already too late. He turned to look at Clover. She was glaring at him furiously.
What did you just say?
Her words sounded cold. He knew an apology could hardly atone for what he'd done, but he tried anyway.
oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean,
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details.
Did he say left arm? Maybe the bracelets are only on the right arm. Let's scroll up. What about the bone? Yeah, maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Clover took a quick, deep breath.
Are you sure it was his left arm?
Junpei thought back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
She shoved her face closer to his. He could see the fire in her eyes. Junpei winced and swallowed.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm.
No sooner were there words out of his mouth than Clover's expression changed.
Clover? What's wrong?
She's still alive.
Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Suddenly she was crying. Junpei wasn't sure what to do.
Thank you.
It was close to the last thing he'd expected to hear.
Huh? What are you...
Junpei had no idea what just happened. He didn't think he'd done anything worthy of thanks, and he couldn't understand why she would have chosen that moment to begin crying. So he simply stood there, confused.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
She thanked him again, and then something even stranger happened. Unnecessary, go away. Emotional. Clover threw herself into Junpei's surprised arms.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy!
Yeah, proof that he's alive, because the bomb didn't go off on his right wrist.
Why?
Ooh.
The body in the shower room, it isn't his! It isn't my brother!
Oh, never mind.
Huh?
It's not Snake!
It's probably 9. It's probably the 9.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is...
It's a prosthetic arm. Ooh, maybe. She stopped
I'm
herself.
sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this.
Junpei decided it would be prudent not to press her for any more information. If she did not wish to tell him, she certainly had a reason for doing so. Perhaps more importantly, however, if Clover was so certain, then she was likely right. That meant that the body in the shower room wasn't Snake. Wasn't much, but that knowledge lifted some of the weight from Junpei's heart. I had a feeling about that, because the characters were like, you can't see his face, it's so mangled, and I was like, that's not an on-camera kill, you know? You can never be sure with these things.
But he's still alive. I'm so happy.
Tears shone in her eyes. Those tears melted Junpei's heart. As she cried, she'd pushed herself up against his chest like a child. Junpei put his arms around her and held tight.
I'm so glad.
Huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out.
That's...
It was a laminated bookmark with a 4-leaf clover.
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody, and I was angry and miserable.
Thank Santa. Don't thank me.
But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Junpei hadn't thought his words would have had such an effect on her. Her words were making him feel a little awkward.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
She looked up at him. He scratched his nose and pretended to notice something interesting somewhere else in the room.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Then suddenly... Oh, music stopped. Clover broke away from Junpei.
Huh?
Yeah, he knows about the experiments. He looked confused. He hadn't thought she'd react that poorly. Clover began to pace across the room. Funny way to have her pace. 6 steps to the left, 6 to the right, another 6 to the left, and then she stopped.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Her eyes were serious, but not angry.
Yeah, he did. Did I say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all.
Snitching, no.
In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subjects?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Her brother's too old to be in these experiments. What are you talking about? I guess there's no age limit. I'm just thinking about Seven's interaction with the kids that disappeared.
But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group.
Nevada. I say Nevada. I feel like everyone I know says Nevada. I know Nevada's the correct way, but
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
or
Whoa,
okay.
whoa. Okay, time out.
Junpei held up his hands. He took a deep breath and let it out.
Let's just calm down for a second, okay? Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Clover nodded.
All right, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
I can take a guess. Morphogenetic. Morphing genetics. Sure.
Morphogenetic fields.
He did, and the realization sent chills down Junpei's spine.
All right, how about this?
Oh, right. She talked
Theory
about
of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Junpei recounted what Lotus had told him earlier. Clover nodded.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The Nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Junpei grabbed the sides of his head.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it.
Or Assassin's Creed synchronization. Not really. Kind of like when Desmond keeps warping in and out of his, like, whatever, Ezio and himself, you know. Everyone's getting headaches because their brains are merging. No, I don't know.
What do the Nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
Clover bit her lip. She blinked back sudden tears. What had happened to her in Nevada?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the Nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but
Odd.
it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
Junpei felt the sudden grip of despair on his heart. Something deep and distant and powerful squeezed, and for a moment he felt very, very empty and alone.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
No. The sound of the door opening was like a gunshot. Her name was Alice. Oh no, Junpei spun around.
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Ace!
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long.
Ace glanced down at the floor. At the corpse covered in blood.
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance. Come on, it'll only take a moment.
Sure. With that, he turned and walked back toward the communications office. Clover waited until he was out of sight and spoke in a small, quiet voice.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Ooh, we
Huh?
can't.
Hey, wait!
Clover ignored him. From outside, Junpei could hear Ace calling.
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up.
Grumbling to himself, Junpei stomped off towards the communications office. Oh, and then we're just here. Ooh, we are still missing one. Well, we can save there at least. Maybe it's an Ace dialogue. Let's smash some stuff. Nope. Smash some stuff. Yep, screwdrivers, of course. Of course. Let's pick that up. Ink. This time, we're gonna use the ink when we're ready, so Junpei doesn't walk around with it. Okay. Some coat hooks. Piece of paper. I guess we can combine them now. Ooh, not you. Oh, wait, no, I have to do this first, right? Right. Cylinder. Of course. Yep. We know this. Alright. Combine these. Right, we got this. Yes. Right. Okay, that's all he has to say. Yeah, I wonder when he's gonna talk to us. Let's click on more things. The monkey, yep. Okay, it's probably gonna be to do. After we do this, he's probably gonna chat with us. Alright. Skill based. Let's go. Okay. Great. Thank you, Ace. Right. He says nothing else. The lamp. This part of the machine, yep. Okay, we do know this stuff.
Looks like Alice.
We do know this.
Does this mean
from last time? Of course, hieroglyphics.
What the hell is this?
They are hiring.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Okay.
Can you read?
Of course. I can.
What the?
Okay, put it back, dude. You can't read it.
Whoa, Huh?
Okay.
What's this? Oh, a key card.
Right, the library key card. I'm assuming that's the side branch that we need to get is the library. Right?
You're in.
Something bottom.
So it.
Bottom deck. 7 said something.
Oh, wait, this is new.
Alice
Okay.
sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck, and the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
Oh, so who's in the casket then?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Junpei blinked. Only then did he notice Ace looking at him. Curiosity and concern written across his face in equal parts.
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Oh, you're gonna spill your guts to Ace. No, bad idea, dude. Did we miss anything else substantial? No, we didn't. Okay.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
There was no reason for Junpei to hide his thoughts. There is plenty reason. Ace has revealed nothing about himself. Come on. He began to explain his theory to Ace. Then he stopped. It wouldn't make any sense if Ace didn't know who Alice was supposed to be. So he told Ace everything June had told him. No.
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
A game theory. Ace stared off into the distance, his hand slowly and absent-mindedly stroking his beard. After a few moments, his hand stopped. He turned slowly to look at Junpei, and his brows drew together.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Central something system.
Cass?
It stands for Cells Alive System.
Never mind.
It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane.
That's why they say all those like rich people who cryogenically freeze their bodies, they're just like goo in there. You can't reconstruct them. Maybe the technology's changed in the past decade. When I heard a decade ago, that was the theory.
CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel, get it? Oh, like freezing people. Not that we can actually do space travel yet.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation.
Yes.
Cryogenic freezing?
Yes, I have.
It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Like that Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence movie. That was when Junpei understood what Ace was suggesting. And Mass Effect Andromeda did that.
Whoa, wait a minute there.
Ace looked at him and raised an eyebrow.
Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that CAS thing?
In 1912?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
Just like Nevada, huh? Or it's hundreds of degrees over there.
You're quite
Actually
right.
is, though.
It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Uh-oh, we're turning against each other again.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter.
Typo, no space between the period and the clearly.
Who else then could have done so?
Junpei thought for a second.
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
I could have. I'm pretty fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him?
Snake, because he's actually still alive. Much to think
Wouldn't it
about.
make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well.
Or Zero, I guess. Or Alice.
They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that.
Wait, no, it has to be Snake, because he spent time on the ship while his sister was in Nevada. Gotta be him.
It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
I don't think so. It was Junpei's turn to raise an eyebrow. Ace drew his thumb across his lips thoughtfully.
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
Bazinga.
All
The Big
ice.
Bang Theory.
Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship?
She's in her casket. Junpei had only one clue. The keycard in his hand.
Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge. And the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
He gripped the keycard tighter and shoved it deep down into his pocket. Excellent. Alright, let's save and move on. Alright, into the library maybe, if it gives us an option. We are now unlocked. That's excellent. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit, before turning left, like a great backward L.
All right, let's go.
Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightway. He ran and ran and ran and ran. At the end of the hallway was a door.
That's the next door.
He made straight for it.
Wait, a piece of paper.
Oh, the map. Yeah. The map in the middle of the floor. And then he grabs it off the wall. I remember that. Junpei skidded to a halt. This is Snake's map. Uh-oh.
Map of the ship's interior for ADEC.
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age of maybe late 40s, wow, had finally caught up to Junpei. Did I make that same comment the other day? I feel
I
like
found
I
a
did.
map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he'd snatched from the wall. He did not snatch it. He snatched it from the floor. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was and nodded.
I see.
With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though.
For safekeeping. Yep. Oh my god, does Clover still grab all her wristwatches anyway? Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace, but something stopped him.
Hey, where's Clover?
He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. Are we still on the correct route? Yes, okay. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
Clover!
Huh?
As Junpei watched, she closed it gently and quietly. She shouldn't have motive to kill, like at this point, you know? Now that Snake is alive.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Uh-oh. Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jacket as if trying to hide something.
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket.
Oh, this? This is a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the
Death
captain's
Note.
clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
I don't think she told us this last time.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
But Junpei wasn't going to get to see it. From the other end of the hall, he heard Ace's voice.
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
He's getting mad.
Clover shrugged.
I'll show it to you later, all right? Come on, we gotta hurry.
Before Junpei could protest, she was gone. Around the corner and off down the long stem of the L. Ooh, she didn't have her axe with her, I think. A note. A note. Junpei was curious. But there was something else that bothered him.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note. Jeez, what are you thinking? For crying out loud.
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. Is this where we branch off? No, not yet. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs. I'm checking anyway, okay.
The big stairs. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map.
It was just what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His I see after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
And not just Ace, Santa, June 7, and Lotus as well.
Really?
Let's join them.
Alright, she seems less malicious this time around. Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time.
Jumpy! Clover!
June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her.
What's up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it!
Oh, door
Found
9.
what?
Right.
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay.
Nope, we're still in the center. Okay. 7 turned and jogged off down the stairs.
Well, if that's the case.
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
The rest followed.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them felt.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it. At least not just yet. Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, probably was.
We've reached the end.
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaken. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door.
She has all the bracelets in the world she can share.
7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy!
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
Yeah.
Junpei followed. Sweetek. Oh, we're going down the elevator. Okay. As a group, they piled on into the elevator and rode impatiently down to E deck. Oh, we're still here. It looked familiar. There was a metal grate between the 2 elevators. 7 grabbed hold of it and began to talk.
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us got into the elevator on the left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, we headed down another hallway. It took us toward the bow and eventually to the number 6 that you two found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another locked door behind it, like usual. But this time we had to complete 2 different areas before we could unlock it. Once we were through that door, there was another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah.
As did we last route, yes. With that settled, Junpei looked around.
So, where's the number 9 door?
Over here. Follow me.
Seven began walking down the hallway that led toward the stern. Junpei and the others broke into a jog to keep up with him.
By the way,
They'd been walking for a while, June in silent step with Junpei when she spoke.
you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
Why?
You don't get it?
No. Because he's number 3. I don't know.
Santa, 7, and Lotus, what's their digital route?
Well, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
They're all kind, yes. Unlike Ace.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them. He said, we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you. I mean,
Junpei felt his eyebrows knit as he considered that. I guess they didn't, in this route, he didn't get the backstory of a Santa's little sister.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Perhaps June had sensed Junpei's concern.
I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
is that so?
Junpei was about to respond when 7 suddenly stopped.
We're here.
In front of them stood a door.
So, is this...
Yeah.
Junpei couldn't see 7's face, but he could see him nod. Wow, we're still here. I guess the little square's just gonna fill up with the ending screen, honestly. Okay.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
It looked as though 7 was right. The door in front of them was their only choice.
All right, let's get moving.
He pulled open the door and walked in. Junpei took a deep breath and followed.
Oh,
It appeared they'd been telling the truth.
no way.
The first thing Junpei saw as he entered the room was the number 9. Like all the others, it was a rough thing made of red paint. The door it decorated sat on the back wall of a rectangular room. Junpei ran up to it.
The 9 door.
It was a large double door with powerful styling. Something about it was almost majestic, and it made the red paint look especially garish.
We're finally here.
Junpei grabbed the handle and shook. It didn't budge, but then he hadn't really expected it to. The red was bolted to the wall next to the door. Its display read, vacant.
No doubt about it. This is door 9.
We could have figured that out with the big 9. Come on.
Oh, finally! This is the last...
Junpei felt a flood of emotion wash over him. He felt a chill down his back, and his chest tightened even as his blood began to boil. There was a moment of complete silence.
Junpei, look behind you.
The coffin.
Behind?
Or the other door.
What?
Junpei could scarcely believe what he saw.
Why? A door and a 9. There's another one?
I bet the small door's the correct door.
Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here?
His words came slowly, and his brain struggled to understand what he'd seen. On shaky legs, he made his way to the second 9. The small door sat parallel to the door they'd come through, but in the other corner of the room. 9. There was no mistaking the number, and if any more proof was needed, a red was bolted to the wall right near the door.
There's a red there too! That means... And of course it won't open.
He grabbed the handle and shook the door, Not because he expected it to open, but because he had to make sure it was real.
But why? Why the hell are there two doors?
It was Ace who spoke first.
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
Lotus was skeptical.
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle. Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
True.
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Except for the coffin.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is
Flashback
hidden,
thinking.
but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Junpei began to mutter to himself.
So if there are two number 9 doors, if we split it up right,
That's not gonna work.
Junpei blinked and looked up at Clover. She held out her hand.
You've got a notebook and a pen, right? Can I borrow them?
yeah, here.
Slightly confused, he pulled them out and handed them to her.
Look at this.
Clover opened the notebook to a blank page and set it down on the desk. Oh, she's doing all the addition right here for all the 9s. Yeah.
You get it?
Sure.
The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind. Right?
yeah.
Clover nodded, almost as if she were pleased with herself for solving a difficult math problem.
No way.
Come on, Clover. Don't hold out on us. Give us the bracelets. The room went very quiet. Silence lay across everyone like a thick, heavy blanket. No one spoke. Their faces were blank.
Come to think of it,
Desperate for something else to look at, Junpei turned his eyes to the room around him.
what is this room?
It's an altar room. The walls were covered with candles. The wavering flame made the shadows of Junpei and his companions look as though they were dancing. 2 rows of wooden pews. That's the word I was looking for the other day. A pew. 2 rows of wooden pews filled most of the room.
It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony.
Maybe they did say pew. I just don't remember them saying it.
But what kind?
Between them was a strip of rich red carpet. The carpet ran straight through the room, ending at the door that pointed to the stern of the boat. At the other end of the carpet,
Is that an altar?
yes, it was a recessed space set in the wall between the 2 other doors. Sitting on a raised section of the altar was Alice's coffin. A coffin. A coffin.
A coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
But if it wasn't, then whose body occupied it? That was as far as Junpei wanted to pursue that line of thought. He decided not to think about the coffin for the time being. At that moment, Seven spoke. There was an edge of humor to his voice, but it was forced.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But
He's gonna stay behind because he's one of the few honorable cops. So...
I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
Junpei didn't understand, and he wasn't the only one.
What, you guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine, let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong, she just... screw it! Let me just write it out.
What? Seven snatched up the notebook and began to write in it. Everyone else clustered around him, desperate for a look.
If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Who's... Oh, he's... No. No.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
No, my goat, no.
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot?
He probably has no family left anyway or something like that. Lotus was the first to speak. That in itself was a little strange. She'd reacted much differently when Ace had volunteered. Because Ace is suspicious.
No, I'm completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
The rest of them began to speak all at once.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I
Sure you
disagree as
don't.
well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Finally, they quieted down. Junpei looked at Seven.
Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied. Clover's right. There's gotta be a better way than this.
Seven made some noise that was somewhere between a derisive snort and a cough.
Doesn't make any sense.
He was doing his best to pretend they were making a foolish decision, but Junpei could see the twinkling of water at the corner of Seven's eyes. That was when Santa spoke.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Until then, Junpei hadn't realized that Santa had stayed quiet for the whole discussion of Seven's faith. Wait. Something in his voice made Junpei uncomfortable.
Are you... agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Triaging, dude. Santa shook his head.
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone.
So I'm staying too.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
I can see this ship, okay. He looks old. He looks like he's probably in his early 20s. That's fine. There was a dull shine in Santa's eyes. They were cold and hard. Junpei felt himself shiver.
What the hell are you...
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people.
Huh?
That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
Orders? Get off your high horse,
What do you
dude.
mean,
What do you
orders?
mean?
What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you? You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
Uh-oh.
What? 3, 2, 1.
He's gonna shove someone's wrist. Santa was so fast, Junpei could barely see him. When he moved, it was almost like watching a dance. His feet moving like lightning. He spun, and... Oh! Oh! He had June. Okay. Little escalation there.
See? I told you.
His lips curled into a cruel, mocking smile.
Huh? What?
A shudder traveled the length of Junpei's spine. His chest froze, and he could feel his breath go stale in his lungs. Nothing made sense. Junpei felt as though his head were about to explode. Santa's sudden change in attitude, saying that he needed 2 more. The gun in his right hand, a revolver. Santa had grabbed June from behind, pressed what Junpei's shaken brain identified as a revolver roughly against her temple. That's right, Junpei wasn't in our room, in this room, to get the gun.
Why? What the hell is that?
Where on earth had Santa possibly found a gun? Junpei's questions roared in his mind, but his mouth refused to ask them. Seven spoke, almost as though he had sensed Junpei's confusion.
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have
Why
taken
should
the
he have
gun.
known?
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it!
A mixture of fury and frustration twisted Seven's face, and he glared at Santa. Santa, for his part, didn't so much as flinch. The corner of his lips twitched into a slightly wider smile. Then the smile faded, and he began to move. He walked backward, dragging June with him. Before long, his back was resting against the door. On the wall next to him was the red. Oh, okay. He put his hand on the scanner panel quickly, then forced June to do the same. Why is that? They could have
Now.
just left 7.
Time for you to start following my orders.
Right.
Ace, Lotus, congratulations. I've chosen you to come with me.
They could have just left 7 behind. Why
Put
is
your
this?
hands in the red.
He knows something, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, he was probably on the ship or something, so he knows the actual, like, way, you know? Alright.
Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order.
Santa's eyes narrowed to slits. He glared at Ace and Lotus. They stayed frozen, like deer caught in the headlights of an oncoming car.
Right. Fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but
Whoa.
you guys just don't get it.
Whoa. No sooner were the words out of Santa's mouth than his hand twitched. And the gun roared. Oh, he just shot at the ground. Okay. A section of the floor exploded, scattering wooden splinters across the floor. A thin plume of smoke snaked out of the hole in the floor. There could be no doubt that the gun was real and worked. So he doesn't, like, want to, like, he could have just shot someone, you know? I
He
wonder.
really shot it?
He didn't shoot anyone, though, so, you know, I feel like this is, his hand was forced. Because he knew this was the only way to do it. I don't know.
But why? Santa, why are you...
Clover's voice spoke of betrayal and disbelief.
Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
I've known you for 7.5 hours.
You knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
Santa's cheek twitched, almost imperceptibly.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch! You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Flecks of spit flew from Santa's mouth, his face twisted with rage. Clover recoiled, her eyes wide. When she spoke, her voice was very small.
Santa.
He snorted, then shook his head vigorously and turned to face Ace and Lotus.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
Ace and Lotus still didn't move. It almost seemed as if they couldn't move. June's face was pale behind Santa's arm. Her eyes were wild, and her chest heaved with every quick breath, like an animal cornered by a predator. Good. Junpei's mind worked furiously. What were they gonna do? Then he realized something. There was nothing they needed to do. There was nothing to debate.
That's it.
June's safety was the first priority. That much was obvious. Doing as Santa had commanded meant that she'd be safe from at least 2 threats. She wouldn't be shot, and she would leave the ship alive along with Santa, Ace, and Lotus. There was only one thing for Junpei to do.
It's the only way.
He turned to Ace and Lotus.
Please, go.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy. And so will Clover and 7.
I know.
7 already had that conviction, and Clover's got... She still has to look for Snake in the remaining 1.5 hours.
But you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, 7?
Right. You just leave it to us.
Very unconfidently said, yes.
It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
Her brother.
No, no! You can't! Ace, Lotus, don't come over! Don't worry about me! Please!
June was almost crying. Junpei walked around behind Ace and Lotus. He gently placed a hand on each of their shoulders
Please.
and pushed them toward the door. They almost stumbled, then righted themselves and took another step. And another. They turned around, and Junpei nodded.
Go.
all right.
Fine.
Ace and Lotus turned around again and walked slowly toward the door where Santa was waiting for them. After what seemed like an eternity, they stopped in front of the door marked 9. Santa smiled.
All right, now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet.
Well, then why doesn't he just shoot her, huh?
You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
He shoved the revolver harder against June's head, and she winced.
Fine.
Ace sighed, defeated, and placed his hand on the scanner panel. Lotus went next. Lotus glared at Santa and slammed her hand on the scanner panel. The 4th asterisk blinked on.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. As soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Junpei could almost hear Lotus's teeth grind. The door slid open. Door number 9 opened at last. It opened with a low, powerful rumble, a drum roll to welcome the chosen few.
Good. Go.
Can we peek inside? No. Lotus and Ace walked through the door, their eyes furious but defeated. Santa waited until they were all the way inside, then hauled himself and June across the threshold as well. 6, 7.
Later.
8. Goodbye. After exactly 9 seconds, the door swung shut. The gust of air it created caused the candles on the altar to flicker and die. Spooky. The room fell silent. Junpei, Clover, and 7 had been left behind. What's Junpei? Was that 5, 4, 9 plus 7, 16? Yeah, if we find Snake, we can get out of here. Easy, easy. Clover looked down at her hand and traced with her finger the faint blue veins that crisscrossed them. 7 shoved his arms into the front of his overalls and scratched his stomach. No one spoke. Silence made the air feel thick and oppressive. Desperate for something, anything to occupy his mind, Junpei walked to the larger of the 2 9 doors. He stood in front of it and looked at the red. Oh! This one's also engaged. Or he moved to the smaller door. Oh! What's this? Uh-oh. They have to find the dead in the other room, probably. Uh-oh. Oh, this means they both had to exit at the same time. Oh no, bad ending. Bad ending.
God.
The digital root of the remaining people was 7. 5, 4, 7, 16, 1, 6, 7. No possible way for them to open the door with a 9 on it. Junpei touched the surface of the door.
June.
He thought about June. About Akane Kurashiki. Was she safe? No, she was not. This is her death ending. That was all that mattered to him. If she was alive, if she'd escaped this horrible boat. That was what Junpei prayed for. You guys all had to go into both doors. 7 came up next to him. He pulled off his hat, scratched his head, and sighed.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
7 opened his mouth to respond when... Scary coffin. A noise echoed through the room. Someone was pounding on something vigorously. It wasn't mechanical. It was certainly human. Junpei and 7 looked at one another.
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet!
Clover motioned to 7 to be quiet. She put one finger to her lips and closed her eyes in concentration. The 3 of them listened, trying to determine where the sound was coming from.
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right!
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try!
Junpei and 7 grabbed hold of the coffin. They tried to get a good grip with what little purchase they could find and pulled with all their strength.
Damn it!
It won't even budge.
There was some sort of keypad attached to the coffin. Its purpose would not have been difficult to determine. Their eyes were almost immediately drawn to it.
Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so.
The noise wasn't stopping. In fact, it was getting louder.
Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
Uh-oh, because 81 seconds are almost up. Oh,
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
They couldn't even tell how many numbers the passcode needed to be.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Unfortunately, there didn't seem to be any near the coffin. Clover ran to examine the pews, and 7 investigated the desk, but they turned up nothing.
There's nothing here!
Not making this easy, are they?
The sound still wouldn't stop. It wasn't a noise that belonged in that room.
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do?
1, 2,
How
3,
can
4,
we
5,
figure
6,
it
7,
out?
8, 9.
I need something.
Why is this zooming into the coffin? What? To be what? Hello? What does that mean? Unfortunately. What? You're just gonna give up just like that? What? Now it's time. Let our game begin. What? What? Okay, sure, yeah. What? Locked. What else do I have to do? I have to do all this stuff, maybe? Maybe I have to do all this stuff. Maybe I could just click on it, though. We'll see. This looks like a very neutral ending, though. So, maybe this is also a bad ending. Alright, well that ended unexpectedly. Okay. But yeah, I think we could pick this up next time. It's 10:30, kind of late. Yeah. Before I do this, I probably want to... This seems like a main ending, you know, because that was such a subversion. So I feel like I'll probably do this middle route first before I go back. And I guess I'll try to figure out what this one is. Like, what am I missing with this one? I have no idea. And this one, yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, that was fun. I'll be back probably. I don't have anything going on Friday, so I'll probably be back on Friday with more Nonary games. I feel like we can wrap it up on Friday. We'll see how long it takes me to do these missing things, but I feel like I'm pretty confident. But yeah, thanks to whoever's still watching. That was fun. That was fun. And yeah, I'll be back Friday evening with some more Nonary games. If not, for whatever reason, I'll just be back on Saturday with my random Saturday gaming, which is blasphemous. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your week and a good night. Have a good night.